Kavita, cover your camera. My hair looks a mess. Myself.
Who's first? Who's going first? Kavita, right?
Kavita.
Yeah.
Take your judicial notice of the prior order.
Okay, thanks.
Right after he announces everybody, and then call her to the stand. You only got to ask a few questions. Actually, you probably only need to ask 2 questions, or maybe 4. The first one the first one is, have we discussed the arrears amount? Are you asking this court to take a judgment in this amount as of this date? Are you asking this court to set the payout at this amount? Do you believe this order to be in the best interest of your child? Are you asking this court to approve this default? Very simple. Because it's just an arrears only.
Are you asking me, like me?
No, she's going to ask you that. She's going to ask you that.
Okay, have we discussed this order?
She said I was
the arrears on the case, which y'all did discuss. Okay, here comes Judge.
Ms. Gibbs, turn your camera back on.
Camera.
Good afternoon. This cause number 2011-23930 in the interest of Shomari, Taya, and Marco Wheaton. All parties, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, ma'am. Please state your name and your relationship to the children.
My name is Nicole Gibbs, and I'm their mother.
All right. And for the state?
Good afternoon, Judge. Kalawati Sharma for the state and Marcella Turner.
Second sharing, Your Honor.
All right. And court will note that the non-custodial parent is Terrence Deshawn Wheaton. Mr. Wheaton is not present. He was personally served on October 31st, 2020 at 2:07 p.m. at 313 Pecan Grove Street, Houston, Harris County, Texas. And he has not filed an answer. Is that correct, Ms. Sharma?
Yes, Judge, that is correct.
And he was given further notice by this Zoom hearing by certified mail, return receipt requested. Which was returned actually to sender. So he never received that. But this could be a no answer default, correct?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right, we'll proceed by default.
Yes, Judge. You can take judicial notice of the prior order confirmation of support of marriages dated April 27, 2011.
Okay.
And I would like to call Ms. Nicole Gibbs, please.
Okay.
Ms. Gibbs, have we discussed the arrears on this case in the amount of $26,722?
I wasn't aware of the dollar amount, but yes, we did discuss the case.
Okay, and you are at this point giving credit of $2,960.51 for a period of time where Mr. Gibbs had the children in September of 2016 to March of 2017, correct?
Yes, but his last name is Wheaton.
Oh, I'm sorry, yes, for Mr. Wheaton. And also
Did you,
for,
Ms. Sharma, did you submit a financial activity report?
no, Judge, we did not. We were Gibbs
Which would be a
testified
better
to that.
practice. Correct, Ms. Turner? That would be the better practice.
That is correct, Your Honor. I believe we were in the midst of printing it out, and it may have just slipped Attorney Sharma's mind, but
Okay.
we're in the process of doing that.
Are you printing it out at this time?
Yes, Ms. Bidu, could you send that over to print for us, please?
Sure.
Thank you.
Hmm? No, this is Wheaton and Gibbs.
That should be on the printer.
Thank you, Ms. Bidu.
Not a problem.
Thank you for your patience, Judge.
My job, I guess. I take it on as my job sometimes. Never do it again.
Will not happen again.
Good. You learn from your errors. If you do, I might have to tell your uncle.
He'll get after me. He really will.
All right, I'm going to mark this financial activity report as States Exhibit A. And what do you want me to do with it, Ms. Sharma?
Allow it into evidence, please, Judge.
All right, any objection that I look at this financial information statement, Ms. Gibbs?
Do I have any objections?
Yes.
No.
Okay. States Exhibit A is amended. All right. Where were you? Ms. Sharma?
Yes, Judge. So, Ms. Gibbs, Mr. Wheaton was ordered to pay $300 a month in child support, correct?
Yes, I believe so.
And he is behind on that, and you're agreeing to release $2,960.51 in arrears, correct?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, and the reason why you're agreeing to release that is because during the summer he had possession of the children, but he kept the children for an extended period until August of 2017. when CPS ordered the children back to you, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and there is family violence disclosure on this case, correct?
Yes.
And you want us
Well,
to keep your address disclosed, not
Yes.
right? And
okay,
you are
hold
asking
on,
the
hold
court.
on, hold on, hold on. What is the total amount of the arrears judgment that you're requesting?
The total amount of arrears, Judge, is $26,722.48.
All right, is that your agreement, Ms. Gibbs?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
And Ms. Gibbs, to reconfirm, you're agreeing to release $2,960.51 for those periods of possession when Mr. Wheaton had the children in 2016, 2017.
Yes.
Okay, what do I have here on
Okay.
page 2 of page 8 is a child support judgment of $26,722.48 with a release of $2,960.51. Where do we get these figures from? Where did the $26,772.48 come from?
That was an amount that was being held.
The financial activity report shows $29,779.48. That's in
I didn't
conflict.
have that. There is a slight conflict there, Judge. I ran these numbers with my manager. So those were the numbers we came up with when we ran them.
Take a look at them, Ms. Turner.
Kavita, could you send me your order so I can take a look?
Yes.
I'm looking at the financial activity report and the judgment as of yesterday, releasing money. Well, it should be as of 4/7 of 2021, and the judgment that we should be asking for should be $26,722.48, and I believe the CP is releasing how much of that?
What did you say? What was the judgment be?
The judgment amount I have on the system for the child support arrears as of yesterday's
Yes.
date should be $26,722.48.
Okay, on my financial information activity report, as of March 31st, 2021, I have 29,000. So, my mistake. I'm not, we haven't talked about medical support.
Correct. I think that's the discrepancy.
All right, that's where I messed up.
Okay.
So we've got $26,722.48, child support judgment, a release of $29,6051, therefore leaving a balance of $23,761.97. Is that correct, Ms. Sharma?
Yes, it is, Judge.
Okay, I was looking at the entire amount. Now we're going to get into the medical support judgment, or at what amounts or is he going to be paying this off?
Judge, he's going to be paying $25 a month beginning May 1 for medical support.
No, for the child support.
For the child support, that will be $305 a month, Judge.
Okay, is that what you're $305 a month? Hold on.
Correction,
Then
Your Honor. The payout should be $250 beginning May 1st of 2021.
That is correct, Your Honor.
250 beginning May 1st. Okay.
Yes.
And thereafter, there's a step up upon the emancipation of the child, the subject, one of the children, the subject of the suit, and it'll pay $305 a month.
Correct, Your Honor.
And then thereafter, after another emancipation, 360, and after the third one, 550. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, is that what you're requesting, Ms. Gibbs?
Yes.
All right. I like that. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
And
We are
just
on we are on YouTube. Okay, go ahead.
And just to confirm, because I went through it really quickly earlier, Judge, there is
Yes.
a family violence indicator on this file, and Ms. Gibbs, you still want to non-disclose your address information to the father of the children, correct?
Correct.
All right.
Okay, and you consider this order to be in the best interest of the children?
Yes.
Okay, and I have no other further questions. I pass the witness, Your Honor.
And
Your
are you?
Honor, if I could chime in now.
Yes, ma'am.
And Miss Gibbs, are you asking this court to enter a medical support judgment in the amount of $3,057, April 7th of 2021, and to order that payout on that judgment be $25 beginning May 1st of 2021? Miss Gibbs?
Don't fully understand as far as the medical part goes, but it sounds right. But I don't fully understand like as far as the medical how that works.
So as of today, as of yesterday's date, Mr. Wheaton was behind in medical support in the amount of $3,057. Are you asking this court to confirm that judgment amount for that amount?
And that he paid at the rate of $25 a month.
Correct.
Yes.
All right.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Gibbs, are you asking the court to approve this order?
Yes, I am.
All right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you, Judge. May we be excused?
Yes. Now,
Thank you.
who's handling the Lynn matter?
I am, Your Honor.
All right.
Attorney Turner.
This is cause number 2018-43208 in the interest of Aiden Joseph Lynn. Hold on.
Is everyone
All
still there?
parties in the Lynn matter, please raise your right hands to be sworn. You solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the child.
And Jeanette Reyes, I'm his mother.
And for the state,
Marcella Turner.
court will note that the non-custodial parent father's name is Jimmy Allen Lynn, and Mr. Lynn is not present. He was personally served on January 15th, 2021 at 9:19 a.m. at 502 East Sam Houston Parkway South, apartment 83 in Pasadena, Harris County, Texas. I'm sorry, he was served on January, what did I say? January 15th. Okay. All right, and he's not filed an answer. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
I think he was given further notice by certified mail of the Zoom hearing, which was delivered at 4:38 p.m. on March 4th, 2021 in Pasadena, Texas. And he has not answered. He has not checked in, correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right, let's proceed.
At this time, the state would ask that the court take judicial notice of the prior court order signed on June 29th of 2018, where Mr. Lind was ordered to pay medical support in the amount of $139 beginning July 1st of 2018 and monthly thereafter.
All right.
The state would also like to offer into evidence what has been marked as State's Exhibit 1, which is the financial activity report in this matter.
This is Lynn, yes. All right, any objections? Ms. Reyes, that I look at the financial activity report?
No, sir.
All right, State's Exhibit 1 is admitted.
The state would also like to non-suit its request for any child support judgment or dental support judgment at this time as well.
All right,
At this time, the state would like to call Ms. Reyes to the stand. Ms. Reyes, are you asking this court to enter a medical support judgment in the amount of $3,026.61 as of March 31st of 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you also asking this court to enter a payout on that judgment in the amount of $65 beginning May 1st of 2021?
Yes, ma'am.
And in your prior court order, child support was not previously ordered. Are you now asking this court to modify the prior order and set child support?
Yes.
And what has changed from the time of that 2018 order up until now? What has taken place? What changed?
We no longer live together. We're not together at all.
Okay. And are you aware of whether or not Mr. Lynn is currently employed?
I have no idea.
Are you aware of whether or not Mr. Lynn has any other children other than the child on this case?
Yes, he does.
How many? And are they under
One.
18? Is that child under the age of 18?
Yes, ma'am.
And does that child either live with him or does he have a child support obligation for that child, to your knowledge?
He doesn't live with him, and I do believe he pays child support for him.
Okay. And how is this child currently covered for medical and dental insurance at this time?
Aiden?
Yes,
He's on Medicaid.
And are you asking this court to order cash medical support in the amount of $100 beginning May 1st of 2021?
Yes.
And are you also asking this court to order current child support in the amount of $323 beginning May 1st, 2021?
Yes.
And do you believe this order to be in the best interest of your child?
Yes.
And are you also asking this court to keep your address from being disclosed in this record due to some family violence that has occurred between you and the other party?
Yes.
And could you briefly explain to the court on one occasion what took place with that family violence? What happened?
It's mostly just him harassing me. He'll call me multiple times, like over 30 times a day. And that's so bad where I've had to block him. And then I have to block the blocked calls.
Okay.
Because he calls that much.
And so you
And is
believe,
verbally abusive.
okay. And do you believe that if he has your address that might cause you harm, harassment, or abuse?
Yes.
And are you asking this court to approve this default order?
Yes.
No further questions for the witness. I'll pass the witness.
all right, the court will approve the order submitted. Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes,
You. May she be excused.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. I don't have any other orders at this
Oh,
time.
yes. The next case is the Lakey case. It's a hearing.
Okay,
And Ms. Bidu is the state's witness.
all right. All right, this is cause number 2015-09360 in the interest of Kyle, Tasia Kane, and Owen Thomas Lakey III. All parties, please raise your right hands to be sworn. Is Ms. Kane on by telephonically?
Yes,
She is, Your Honor.
All right, all parties raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do.
All right. Ma'am, please state your name and your relationship to the children.
My name is Yushika Kane, and I'm the mother.
Sir, your name and your relationship to the children.
Yes, I'm Juan Thomas Lakey, and I'm the father of the children.
All right, and for the state?
Marcella Turner.
All right, we've got a suit for modification of the child support order. We're having a hearing. Do we have any stipulations?
We do not, Your Honor.
Okay, hold on just a second. All right, let's proceed.
Your Honor, at this time, the state would ask that the court take judicial notice of the prior court order signed on November 28th of 2018, where Mr. Lakey was ordered to pay $0 in child support and $85 in cash medical support, both of those to begin on December 1st of 2018.
Okay.
At this time, the state would like to call Ms. Kane. Ms. Kane,
Yes.
to your knowledge, is Mr. Lakey currently employed?
The last time we went to court, he was employed, so I was not aware of that until today, that he wasn't working.
Okay,
And to
listen
your
to the question, ma'am. Are
No,
you?
I was not.
No, now.
No, I was no.
You don't know if he's employed.
No.
Okay. Go
And
ahead.
to your knowledge, does Mr. Lakey have any other children or a child outside of your other three children, other than your three
No,
children?
ma'am. No, ma'am.
How are these three children covered for medical and dental insurance right now?
Texas Children Medicaid.
And Ms. Kane, at the time of your order back in 2018, that order stated that you were deviating to $0 in child support due to Mr. Lakey providing direct support. What has changed since that time of that order?
Well, at that time, Mr. Lakey wasn't employed, and he wasn't employed, and his parents would help us with the kids, and we were together.
Okay, so in your prior order, it stated that he was providing direct support to you. Is Mr. Lakey still providing direct support to you as of today?
No, Mr. Lakey don't provide me direct support. That's what you saying as far as him giving me money for the kids?
Correct. Any sort of direct support, is he providing that for you at today's date?
No, ma'am.
And so are you asking this court to modify the prior order and set child support due to those circumstances no longer being the case?
Yes, ma'am.
And you had an opportunity to discuss what the guideline child support amount would be, which would be $577. Are you asking this court to order that child support be ordered at the guideline amount of $577?
Yes, ma'am.
And are you asking this court to order that the cash medical, based upon the current medical insurance, be ordered at $100?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
All right, Mr. Lakey, do you have any questions for Ms. Kane?
Questions for Ms. Kane
Yes,
directly?
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Well, if I got permission from you, Your Honor, to speak directly to it.
No.
Yes, sir.
No. Right now, if you have any questions for her, you can ask her a question right now. I'll let you
I
say
can ask her a
something
question.
later.
Okay. Yeah, I have a question. If I'm not taking care of my children, Ms. Kane, we've been apart for 2 years. Why all of a sudden you're trying to put me on child support? Our son is 13 years old.
As I said, you're not doing your part, and I'm ordering child support. I don't have anything to say to Mr. Lakey, Your Honor, and I don't even want to speak with Mr. Lakey, Your Honor.
Well, you have to answer the questions, ma'am.
I just told him he's not doing
All right,
what he
all
has
right.
to do.
All right,
Not doing what he has to do.
All right. You have another question for her, Mr. Lakey?
Yes, I do have another question. What happened? You was under housing last year. Why did
Objection,
you get?
relevance.
What does that have to do with the amount of child support that you're supposed to
Oh,
pay?
yeah. If I could finish with the statement. She got kicked off of housing. She was
Objection,
under housing.
relevance. That is not
Well,
relevant to a modification.
it's sustained. It's not relevant to the modification. If she got kicked out of housing or where she's living or any of that, it doesn't have anything to do with the child support.
Okay, that's understandable. That was the question.
Okay.
The second question I wanted to ask her and stuff like that, because
Okay.
she lost housing
All
due to
right.
some
I
situation. I don't know
understand.
what it was.
All right. Ms. Turner, you have another witness?
Yes, I would like to call Mr. Lakey.
Okay.
Mr. Lakey, are you currently employed?
No, I'm not.
And are you currently receiving unemployment due to your unemployment?
Yes, I am.
Do you have the amount that you're receiving? Could you tell the court what you're receiving per week, to your knowledge?
To my knowledge, I'm receiving maybe $343 a week.
Okay, and is that before or after taxes are taken?
I'm not sure. I'm not certain.
Well, do you
And
get a
is-
check for $343 a week, sir?
No, sir. It comes in a. I call every 2 weeks. It comes in a lump sum that on a written paper that they say how much I'm being awarded each week. Three something is on that paper for the weekly basis.
All right. And so does it say you're being awarded $343?
I don't know the exact number, sir. It's three something. I'm sorry, I don't have the exact number. I can find that,
All right.
but it's three something. Sir.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Turner.
And do you have access to private medical or dental insurance, Mr. Lakey, for these children?
Yes, I do. Far as my knowledge, I pay the $85 a month for their medical, through Medicaid, whatever they on.
Okay, so it was government health insurance. And do you have any other children other than these three children?
No, ma'am, I don't.
And at the time of your prior court order in 2018, where it was stated that the deviation was to 0, what would you say has changed since 2018 up until now?
Ma'am, absolutely nothing has changed. The only thing that changed, we're not together. At that period of time, she said I wasn't working. That's incorrect. That can be proven to be true. They could pull the records to that date. I was working for a company called TSS, matter of fact. I could pull the records up for you and get that to you guys if you want to. We're just not together. We had a bad breakup. I take care of my kids. I have my kids on a for long lengths of period of time, weekly basis. And if she's having any problems, I can watch my kid full time as long as I need.
All right, sir. You just need to answer the question. I'm going to
Okay,
let
I'm
you
sorry.
say something. I'm going to let you say something a little later, but right now, listen to the question and answer the question, please.
Okay, sorry, young.
Okay, so Mr. Lakey, just to backtrack, so you stated that at the time of the prior order, you guys were together. Were you guys living together?
Yes, ma'am, we were.
And are you living together now?
No, ma'am, we're not.
Okay. So would you say that that's a change in circumstances? If you
Yes,
were
ma'am.
living together then and you're not living together now, is that a yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Mr. Lakey, we had an opportunity to discuss the guideline child support amount based off of the income as well. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. You discussed that with me. Yes.
And were you in agreement with paying the $577 for child support and the $100 for cash medical support?
No,
Yes,
ma'am, I
ma'am.
was not.
Not you, Ms. Kane, Mr. Lakey. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
didn't hear.
I'm sorry.
Were you in
No, ma'am.
agreement?
No, ma'am,
Okay,
I'm not.
and why not?
I'm not in agreement to that due to the fact of my monthly bills. That would hurt me a lot. To pay $573 and on top of extra $100 for medical, that would hurt me a lot. I have maybe like $2,100 worth of bills on a monthly basis, and it just will hurt me a lot. I wish it would have just dropped down a little more reasonable to fit my monthly expenses. That's all.
Okay, no further questions for this witness, Your Honor. I'll pass the witness.
Ms. Kane, do you have any questions for Mr. Lakey?
No, sir.
All right. Have any further witnesses, Ms. Turner?
Yes, Your Honor. At this time, the state would like to call Ms. Bidu.
All right.
Ms. Bidu, could you please state your name for the record again and where you currently work?
Natasha
You're on.
B, Office of the Attorney General, Child Support Division.
And Ms. Bidu, how long have you worked at the Office of the Attorney General, and what is the title of your job position?
I've been employed with the Attorney General's Office for 12 years, Child Support Officer.
And what are some of the duties that you are assigned to handle within your job position?
I'm to investigate and report wage information for non-custodial parents.
And did you conduct an investigation in regards to the non-custodial parent in this matter today?
Yes.
And what did you find his gross monthly income to be based off of information?
The average gross information is $2,340 a month.
And that information
40, did you say 40 or 20?
40, Your Honor, $2,340.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And that information was obtained from the past 11 weeks of income that was received from Mr. Lakey. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And that was based off his unemployment earnings. Is that also correct?
That's also correct.
And what did you calculate the guideline child support amount to be based off of that information?
Based on the $100 for the medical, it would be $577 per month.
Thank you. No further questions for this witness. I'll pass the witness.
Mr. Lakey, do you have any questions for Ms. Bidu?
No, sir.
All right. Ms. Kane, do you have any questions for Ms. Bidu?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Turner, any further? Can Ms. Bidu be excused?
Yes, she may, Your Honor.
All right, you're excused, Ms. Bidu.
Yeah.
Any further witnesses, Ms. Turner?
No further witnesses, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Kane, anything further you want to say?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lakey, anything further you want to say?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, Your Honor. First, I just would like to say I appreciate you letting me speak. I love my children very, very much. The only thing that I would like to state, if I'm going to be, I take care of my children ever since they was born. I've been taking care of my children. If you're going to issue child support on me, with all due respect, would I be able to receive a paternity test to make sure that that these are 100% my children due to how our relationship ended? And also, could you have mercy on me on my living situation? I'm unemployed right now, and I do have bills and things like that in that nature. So I just want everything to be fair. And if my kids need a place to go or anything like that, if she needs help, she always free. My kids can stay over here. I keep my kids at weeks at a time. If she need my kids to be over here a few weeks for her to get on her feet or anything like that, I'm welcome to it. I can keep my kids as long as my kids need to be with me.
Yeah.
Period. And they can go back with their mother anytime. It's no problem whatsoever. I'm just trying to be civil in this manner, and I just want the best thing for the children without hurting her or hurting me financially at the same time. That's all I have to say.
All right, that doesn't seem to be a reason for me to deviate from the guidelines that are recommended by the state of Texas. So the modification is granted. Father is ordered to pay child support in the amount of $577 a month, cash medical support in the amount of $100 a month, beginning May 1st, 2021. Anything further?
Nothing
Okay.
further, Your Honor.
All
May
right.
we be
In order.
excused?
Thank you. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Kane, could you hold on for a second?